Do you ever wonder what equipment your favorite player is using inside of dugouts like these? Well, what happened in basketball is now happening in baseball thanks to this photographer. More with the men behind the lens on what I'm talking about.
I'll always say that my man Darren Williams, when he was the point guard for the Brooklyn Nets, he was the one that recognized my style of taking the sneakers on the court. And all the basketball players love seeing their shoes on the court. I pretty much took that same premise, same idea to the baseball field, and there's sneakers, there's spikes, there's turfs, there's gloves, there's bats, there's helmets, there's balls, there's everything in baseball. So my job is just to make sure that I get all those little things that you would rarely see on the field or maybe watching TV. What I really like about the baseball is that I'm outside, I'm outdoors. I catch these guys coming in maybe, let's say, 3 o'clock for a 7 o'clock game, and these guys are bringing out turfs, sneakers, whatever it is that they're going to wear for the game, they make sure they bring it out for me to capture. So it gives me more one-on-one time with these guys, and I get to really know who they are. I try to work smarter, not harder, but sometimes I see everything and I just want to shoot it all. I wrap up my day when I know the work is done. I see 4 a.m. a lot, man. I see it a lot. I love it, but the thing that kind of irks me a lot is when people tell me how lucky I am doing what I do. Because that's all they see is just the finished product. They don't see that I hustle for every shot. I have to earn the trust with the relationships of these players because they don't know what I could be doing with the photo, and these guys are endorsed by these companies. So it's important that I show them in the right way.
That trust and respect with the players has led to some of Gemini's best photos with some of the biggest names in baseball.
I can honestly say that I got relationships with all these players. Bryce Harper, CC Sabathia, Yoenis Cespedes, Jose Reyes, Carlos Gonzalez, my man Jankowski, and a few other guys in San Diego. So it makes it easier for me when those guys come to town and he's like, yo, make sure you see my guy. He gets it in. I'm humble, man. I'm always thinking, I'm appreciative of what I do. When those kind of things happen to me now, especially with the bigger players, it makes me feel like I've made it and like I belong now. Before I was a little hesitant because, you see all these main photographers here, the true stars, because those are the guys that keep you in the know what's going on in the back pages. They kind of let me know, too, that I belong to. And I do it because I'll always remember as a kid, I wish I seen that stuff. And, not for nothing, man, I love it. I still feel youthful. This is not work for me. This is love.
Now that he's conquered courtside and what's in these dugouts, what's next for what he calls the Keez Cam?
I like to think that I like to be able to Keez Cam in every major arena or stadium across the world, but sometimes I feel like it's going to be bigger than that. I was just taking the shots of sneakers as a chance. Was it going to work? Was it not? I was ready to move on from this, and I really don't know where this is going to go. Every time I get down, for some reason, somebody will just come out of nowhere or left field and say, hey, you're doing a great job, man. Keep it up. I love your work. And that's satisfying to me.
Thanks to Gemini Keez, it's now a little easier to look more like your favorite player.